Namaste. Hello family. Sony here, bringing you a little more soul sense to expand your consciousness and your life once again. How is everybody doing? Blessed and amazing, I hope, as always. This week's message is about self-realization and how important this process is in our development of ourselves and our spirit, our soul, our lives, and the relationships that we have, and definitely that relationship with ourselves. And this journey began with me, obviously, since the day I was born, and that is the way it is for all of us. But this is the main thing about realizing who we are and becoming who we are. And the best way to do that is really being in self-gratitude and self-love and self-appreciation, and allowing ourselves the space to grow and understand that every experience that we have is to teach us more about ourselves. That's why it's important to be a conscious creator in the universe, to attract and manifest the things that we really want. And that starts by self-realization and who we really are. Now, the easiest way to get there is to do things that you've always wanted to, and try things that you've always wanted to. In this, you'll figure out who you are and the things you like and you don't like. See, a lot of us have this stigma or this thing that we've been taught that we're supposed to do like one thing with our lives, like we're only supposed to be one specific thing, like our career. But real reality, it's all of it. Do all the things that you've always wanted to do, and that's how you learn how to begin that process on who you are. See, every day is an awakening. For me, in my experience, I learn every single day something about myself. It could be the minutest thing, but I still learn about myself. And that realization is what evolves my soul. And this is a process that I want you guys to understand, that is very important, because in understanding who you are, that's how you learn what it is that you want to attract into your life. And sometimes, see, we get confused with that. We don't understand that we're running old programming, old thoughts, old emotions, old experiences in our lives. We're running old experiences and believing that these are still part of who we are. And this is nothing but false, because what we had happen to us maybe 10 years ago is not who we are today, and what we're trying to manifest today, and what we're trying to create. And that is the one thing that I really want to make clear with you guys, because in that confusion, we keep attracting things into our lives that we think we are a part of, and that's just the way things are. We continue to sing that song, and that's just the way life is, and that's how people are, and whatever the case is. This is what I've learned, guys. If you believe that life is a battle, then that's the type of experience you're going to attract every single day, because not everybody on this planet is having that experience. There are people who are having very peaceful, amazing, abundant lives, living out their purpose and their passion. And I want to teach you guys and show you guys that this is something you can do also. It's not what society teaches you how your life is supposed to be. It's what you make it. So if you believe you're a happy person, you're lucky, and you attract great things into your life, and you're always moving towards your highest self, and you're living out your passion, and you're being in service, and you're in great relationship with self and with others, and that's the life you're going to create. But if you're continuously at battle with yourself, then of course you're going to attract these things into your life. This is just physics. It's quantum physics. This is just energy. Everything is energy. And until you really get that process, you will not be in the process of self-realization. You will be in egotistic domination. And that's just a fact. That is just the way it is. And you know, one of the best ways that I have really astonished myself is really testing the law of attraction. This is a fun game with the universe that I play because it kind of reassures me of that reality that I'm creating with the universe. And that's like, I'll give you guys a really silly example. So I love bandanas and I wear them all the time. I'll either wear them on my wrist, on my head, to, you know, several different ways. And I think it was a couple weeks ago, I said, okay, I'm going to ask this of you, universe. I want to see how many people out there are actually wearing bandanas that I can call to me to show me that this is something cool, right? So I just put it out there and I left it alone. And lo and behold, people started coming to my experience that were wearing bandanas. And I don't see a lot of people normally wearing them. So I thought that was kind of cute. And I do this kind of thing a lot to prove to myself that we really are co-creating with the universe. Now, the key is to become a conscious creator. Be conscious of the reality that you are creating. So in other words, set the intention every day for the reality that you want to experience in this life. Because if not, then you feel like you are at the whim. You are at their mercy. And you have to be conscious of all these things. Now, this is how you become self-realized, because when you understand that you really are co-creating with the universe, that's when the magic begins. And even if we go through the ins and outs of our experiences, no matter what that is for you or what you are co-creating and you're creating in your life, you're still realizing that. And that's a huge part of evolving your soul and who you are. And I want to express that how important that is, because then you can let go and you can allow the things that are important for you to really resonate and come in and sit into your vessel and just be a part of that magnificence that you're trying to create, and not, in other words, push things away that are there for your highest good. Because a lot of us don't understand that even if you're asking, you have to allow, you know, and a lot of us don't understand that. We ask for things and the universe knocks itself out to try to get this thing into our experience, and we're presented with an awesome opportunity and then we push it away. So it's important to use your heart when making decisions, especially during the conscious co-creating and self-realization process, because we can sometimes turn that away. And I can't tell you how important it is to be a part of that process consciously. So that is a really big step, and I want to really stress that, because when you understand who you are, guys, this is how you can, you know, begin that healing process. Also, is to know that who you are, your morals, your values, what you will allow into your life, what you won't allow into your life, and that awesomeness that you want to create, you know, believing in and trusting yourself and allowing yourself not to carry some kind of stigma or, you know, put yourself in a box, say you are this or you have this or you're that, or whatever the case is. Know that you are a magical being. You are God manifested in a human form, and you have power over the life that you want to create and are creating. And it's so important to understand, and that's a part of that self-realization process. And I want you guys to understand that it's a really, really important part of that piece of that puzzle to understand and learn and start applying that to your life, because and that gives you the power, that self-empowerment. You know, a lot of us give our power away to others and we forget who we are in that process. So it's all connected, guys, and it's all important and a part of the process. But I want you guys to really, really, really be clear on this, because that's how you begin to see yourself for who you really are and grow into who you want to become. And as long as you are applying that every single day, you're on your path. That is the message for this week. And I want you guys to know that I'm always here in service, and I love you. And make sure that you're sharing these messages, because we all need to hear them. You know, even those who are always working on themselves, there's something that we always need to be given a little reminder on. And it never hurts. So share love, namaste. I love you. I'll see you guys soon. Make sure that you are taking the time to learn more about yourself. Love you.